What causes constipation and what are the remedies? Constipation is unsatisfactory defecation, characterized by the absence of stool, difficulty in passing intestinal contents, or both. Chronic constipation affects 40% of the population in industrialized countries, and about 80% of people over 60 suffer from it. Typically, with constipation, defecation occurs every 2 days or less frequently. If the stool is irregular, it is the first sign of possible digestive issues. Causes of constipation. Constipation can develop due to several reasons, such as a lack of fluid intake. If there is insufficient water, nutrients from the food bolus are absorbed in the small intestine, and undigested particles move to the large intestine where stool is formed. When there is not enough water, the stool becomes hard and dense, making it difficult to pass through the intestines. The recommended daily water intake is about 2 liters. Another reason is a lack of fiber. Fiber retains water in the stool, making it easier to pass by swelling and facilitating its movement. Fiber can be soluble and insoluble, so it's best to consume both types of fiber daily. The recommended fiber intake for adults is about 30 grams per day. Bloating can also cause constipation. Excess gas in the intestines can lead to spastic constipation, where the trapped gases obstruct stool movement. A common cause of bloating is dysbiosis, where harmful bacteria outnumber beneficial ones. Hormonal issues can also contribute to constipation. Thyroid hormones regulate important bodily functions, including metabolism and digestion. In cases of hypothyroidism, the lack of thyroid hormones can lead to chronic constipation and other digestive disorders. External factors such as stress, fear, or even positive excitement can also affect digestion. Stress can slow down peristalsis and cause spastic constipation, often accompanied by sharp abdominal cramps. Certain medications and supplements can cause constipation as a side effect. These include antidepressants, antipsychotics, diuretics, anti-inflammatory drugs, and iron supplements. A sedentary lifestyle can also contribute to constipation. Regular physical activity promotes blood circulation and speeds up metabolism, which aids in regular bowel movements. How to get rid of constipation. Remedies. Constipation can be relieved with effective natural remedies. Their main advantages are that they are natural, safe, and accessible to everyone. These remedies work gently and delicately to solve constipation issues without side effects. Pumpkin. To treat chronic constipation, you can use this recipe. Take 1 teaspoon of pumpkin seeds, pour a glass of hot boiled water over them, cover, and let it steep for 30 to 40 minutes. After that, strain the infusion and drink it. Take once a day. For enhanced effect, you can eat 10 to 15 pumpkin seeds every day. Dates. Wash 5 dried dates under running water, add 0.5 liters of distilled water, and simmer as you would for a regular compote. Let it cool, then drink the broth on an empty stomach. The remaining liquid can be mixed with a handful of oat flakes and allowed to sit for 30 minutes, then consume it for breakfast. Bell pepper. A useful fresh juice can be made from red or yellow bell peppers. Mix 80 milliliters of pepper juice with 160 milliliters of carrot juice and drink it on an empty stomach twice a day. Tomatoes. Due to their rich composition, tomatoes can help with constipation. Drink 200 milliliters of freshly squeezed tomato juice 1 to 2 times a day, 30 minutes before meals. Continue the therapy for 2 to 3 weeks. It's also beneficial to regularly consume tomatoes in salads. Cucumber. Dry cucumber skin, crush it into powder, and take 15 to 20 grams several times a day, 30 minutes before meals, with 200 milliliters of boiled water. Flax seeds. To relieve constipation, soak flax seeds in clean water for 2 to 3 hours. Then, heat the mixture on low heat, but do not bring it to a boil. Once it cools, add a small amount of butter and 200 milliliters of natural honey. Drink this before meals 3 times a day until the constipation symptoms disappear. Castor oil. Castor oil irritates the intestinal lining, stimulating muscle contractions and stool movement. It's best used for persistent constipation. Take 2 tablespoons on an empty stomach, and usually, the effect occurs within 2 to 3 hours. Rowan berries. To prepare a remedy, take red rowan berries picked before the cold season, wash them, and place them in a large bottle, layering with sugar. Cover the bottle and let it sit in a warm, dark place for 3 weeks to a month. After that, add 25 grams of high-quality alcohol to prevent fermentation. Drink a shot upon waking. The remaining liquid can be diluted with cold distilled water. Ginger tea. Add several pieces of ginger to hot tea and let it steep for 10 minutes. To improve the taste, you can add honey. Prune and rosehip decoction. Combine 2 tablespoons of prunes with 1 tablespoon of rosehips and simmer them in half a liter of cold, purified water for 30 minutes. Drink 1 glass of the decoction at night. Herbal infusion. For an herbal tea, take half a teaspoon of black cumin seeds, plantain, and 1 tablespoon of sage, mix them in 200 milliliters of boiled water, and let it sit for 20 to 30 minutes. Strain and drink in 2 stages, first 100 milliliters, then the rest after 30 minutes. Herbal oil. Mix 100 milliliters of vegetable oil with 2 tablespoons of high-quality vodka or 20 drops of medical alcohol. Add 1 teaspoon each of dill, fennel, and cumin, ground into powder, and infuse the mixture in a dark place for a few days. Take 20 to 40 drops before breakfast and before bed. Fennel and dill leaf decoction. To make a relaxing drink, take 1 tablespoon of fennel leaves, half a teaspoon of dill seeds, and mix with boiling water. Let it steep for 30 minutes, then strain and drink it all. Aloe juice. Aloe irritates the intestinal lining, gently stimulating contraction. Drink 1 teaspoon of aloe juice on an empty stomach once a day for 10 days. 3 foods that cause constipation. Fast food. These products contain little or no fiber and minerals, but are high in fats, sugar, and salt. Consuming large amounts of fast food, especially fried food, can cause constipation because the excess fats and salt prevent sufficient water absorption in the intestines. Refined or processed products. Processed foods like pasta, rice, and white bread can cause constipation when eaten daily because the refining process removes much of the fiber and bran, which are important for regular bowel movements. Red meat. People suffering from constipation are advised to reduce red meat consumption and opt for white meats like fish or chicken. Red meat contains more fat, which slows digestion and can cause constipation. This concludes the video. On the channel, you can find many interesting videos about the health benefits and harms of vegetables and fruits, as well as about diseases and their treatments. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell. I would also appreciate it if you like the video and share it with your loved ones.